We're spending time inside of Taste of Supreme Bakery and Cafe. The food here is all focused on healthy items that taste good. And we're talking with the founder, the creator, the owner, the chief baker, Asad Muhammad. And I see a lot of delicious items behind the counter.
Yes.
I also see lots of good things on the menu.
Absolutely.
Talk about what people will find here.
Okay, so the first thing that folks will find when they come into Taste of Supreme is they'll find our Cafe Halal, right? So the Cafe Halal is a new, it's a new add-on to the Taste of Supreme. So they'll find that we actually have a cafe, so they can come and get tasty, easily affordable meal options that are healthy, along with a healthy treat. But the first thing you'll find is our Cafe Halal, which is vegan, and it's an African Mediterranean fare fusion. So you're gonna really enjoy some ethnic spices that you typically wouldn't get around this area in Rochester.
And I'm looking at some of the delectable items you have here. Bakery and cafe, but most of what you're known for are your sweets and your goodies,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But they are healthy.
Yes.
I mean, not that other food isn't healthy, but
Right.
that's your mission, you said.
It is my mission. So Taste Supreme is all about saving our health with nutrient-rich foods that are tasty and easily accessible and affordable, and providing those meal options and healthy treats to the community.
But I also noticed breads and bars and cake, carrot cake.
The carrot cake is awesome.
Wow. How do you mix and blend to get a good taste as well as good texture and make it as close to the real thing?
Right, exactly. So I've been doing I have done a lot of experimenting with different types of flours, and what I use the ancient Ethiopian grain teff and oat flour, and it's just such a great mix. It's almost similar to like whole wheat, but it's gluten free and it's good for your digestion, and it's delicious. It's delicious.
I can attest to that. Those chocolate chip cookies were amazing.
It's delicious. Where
Where did Taste of Supreme come from? Where did that, when you decided to start a business, why did you give it that name?
So Taste Supreme came from when I was about 13. I was in a business program, and I was brainstorming in a class session there, and the name Taste Supreme came up because I was thinking about my musical background and how I love John Coltrane so much, and his album I Love Supreme, and that's where it came. That's where it came from.
How did you know that you would hit, that your food would be a hit?
How do I know? How did I know, right? How did I know? So how did I get started? I got started with that iconic Muslim dessert, the bean pie, right? You know, you have the bean pie is iconic to what we eat here in America as a dessert. And if we have like sweet potato pie, it's similar to sweet potato pie. But the awesome thing about the bean pie is that you're getting that whole. So traditionally, bean pie is made from whole wheat, right? So before whole wheat was a fad and people wanted to start eating whole wheat, the bean pie, through the teachings of How to Eat to Live, was already being, especially in my community, the black community, where a lot of us eat sweet potato pie, but a lot of brothers and sisters started making bean pie and teaching about, you can make a wholesome dessert from whole wheat flour and navy beans, and you're still getting that good, tasty, delicious dessert. Now, I sort of have a different angle with the bean pie a little bit, because instead of using whole wheat flour, I'm using teff flour and oat flour, a mix that I make.
So where do you go from here? I mean, you have a cafe, you have a bakery. Any plans for the future, or is this pretty much enough to handle right now?
This is amazing. This is awesome. But the sky's the limit, right? So Taste Supreme is a supreme purpose and a supreme mission for a healthy, ever better you. So every city, in my opinion, needs Taste Supreme, because everyone needs to have access to eating to live cuisine, and that's what Taste Supreme is all about.
I love the idea. You can actually indulge, but not feel guilty about it.
Exactly, guilt-free, right? Exactly.
Well, I wish you the best, and I'm going to have to try a couple things behind that counter. It looks good. I can attest that the chocolate chip cookies were delicious, and we're going to have to say goodbye so we can try a couple things. Nice to chat with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We'll be right back.